the gag was that that this man was so angry that I turned him down. So we used to have these Friday classes. So classes on Friday, because we used to celebrate the Sabbath day. So Sabbath would be from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, right? And Friday sundown, we would have Bible study classes where they would have sometimes elders and sometimes younger men, younger brothers in the church. They allowed them a chance to teach the members. Then we'll just go through scriptures. So this one particular time, this was maybe a few days afterwards, I went to Friday class, I'm sorry. And I went with another young lady. And he was teaching. But, one thing a woman gonna do when she's violated or felt violated or put in that situation, she's going to compartmentalize it and put it away. Because that's what we do. We compartmentalize it and we put it away. We act like it never existed. Somewhere in our consciousness, we know it did. We know we had a huge violation against us, a huge breach of trust. But it happened so much that we put it to the side and just add it to the list of violations and trust breaks that we have. We get so used to it. And that's sad, but, that's what happened. So I go to this man's class. This nigga had and excuse my French or not, because he was a nigga, right? He had a whole service about me, about how ungrateful women is, how women should be grateful to get a good man. And this man looked at me the whole time. He was so mad that I turned down his offer, I guess, to be his second wife. I turned down the offer of being an abused woman, even though I married someone, actually officially married an elder of the church, and it was terrible. That was a terrible, that marriage. Let me tell you, the church had to force me to get married. They had to force me. They Wanda, y'all got kids. And I was like, I don't care. I did not care. They came to my house and married me. I didn't even wear no wedding dress. I wore regular ass clothes. Matter of fact, my front tooth was chipped. And they was like, you ain't gonna get your tooth fixed before you get married. I'm like, man, fuck that. No, that's how much I was angry. They was like, listen, you are married to the elder of a church, as a quote unquote first lady, you have to, there's certain appearances you have to keep up. And this is what makes me mad with the church too. These appearances, you gotta, first of all, keeping up an appearance is terrible. You're supposed to walk the walk and talk the talk. That don't mean that you don't sin and you don't mess up. But this fakeness is disgusting. It's so disgusting. I have to, not saying nothing. Look, we just were not compatible at all. And we had children, but we were not compatible. We had a different sense of morale. The age gap was it was a huge age gap. He abused his power. It was just too much. But anyway, before I go off on a tangent, because I have a habit of doing that. This guy and his wife that violated my trust really, really bad. This man had the audacity to talk about me like a dog in church. He talked about me like I was the shit beneath his shoe, because I refused to allow him to violate me. Because I refused. This dude ain't say, hey, baby. He ain't even put, first of all, he ain't even put the moves on. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, I would have said no, but you don't think you got to put no effort in? You ain't got to say, hey, how you doing? You ain't got to be nice to me. What you think? You just going to sit next to me on the sofa and I'm just going to be like, oop, a man, and open my legs and you just going to, what the fuck? What? So I don't have a choice in the matter. As soon as I see you with your drawers on and your dick swinging, I'm supposed to be like, ooh, and drop to my knees. And what, your wife and one of the elder women of the church supposed to walk in to witness it? What type of medieval type of shit is this? What? What they were supposed to walk in and witness you penetrating me? And they supposed to be, I saw it. They married now. They married. No matter what she say, they married. And she's supposed to say, gotcha, but we friends, girl. This was some real nigga shit. For real. I don't know what in their minds they thought this was a good idea to try to set someone up like this with they disgusted selves, right? I stopped talking to her. I cut her off so hard because once you betray my trust the way I feel violated, and I've done this to my family. I don't care if you. It's different between. It's a difference between having disagreements, arguments. Like we could fight real hard, but once you betray my trust, and I feel violated in my body and my spirit, and then I think about the I could have that could have been a real bad situation, a real bad situation right there, and all because you ain't want to keep getting your ass beat, but you was too weak to leave. You didn't want to get fucked up by yourself. And you was too weak as a woman to leave this man, so you thought you was going to put me and my children in the same situation you and your children were in. How disgusting of you. How disgusting of you. And this nigga is disgusting too. He was a hoe. This man was a whore. He was a dirty whore. And you thought I wanted your dirty whore husband up in my vagina? Ew. Like, this nigga was punching you in the face, girl. Like, you was walking around looking starved and anorexic because you want to please somebody that really don't even care about you like that. And you was paying all the bills. What? But I supposed to, because he cute a little bit. Girl. No. And this man had the audacity to have a whole church. We was in church for hours when he was dogging me. He was dogging me. Simply. And then the people at the church looking around like, damn, who is he talking about? They was like, damn, who the he talk about wicked women like I was the wicked woman that day. I became a wicked woman. My name and wicked went together. Like, when somebody put wicked, they had my picture and my face and like my address, my name, my social security number under the definition of wicked. Simply because I did not let him violate me. And she was okay with it. For years, she just did not get her transgression. And what pissed me off was the older elder woman in the church with her Aunt your mama ass. She is an Aunt your mama. Because I said, how dare you? How dare you? You ain't talking no sense. You as an older person, you older than all of us, you did not have a wherewithal to say, whoa. Like, y'all both disgusting. Like, y'all are both the women, it's the older women in the church, is something in them. They not right. They're disgusting. And I'm not saying all, but a lot of y'all, y'all ain't got no light in y'all. None. The light that y'all think y'all have is arrogance and ego. It's arrogance, ego. Y'all feel y'all age gives y'all experience, give y'all ego, give y'all the authority to look down and to talk down on people and say, because I said so. That shit was disgusting. And this is somebody I love. Like, I loved her. Like, she'll say, girl, when she was pregnant, like, girl, I want some water out and I want cold ice water and I ain't got no ice. I would have walked in the snow for this bitch. And, I think she knew that. And that's the thing. This is why you need to be on equal footing with your friends when it comes to giving and taking. And that's a whole nother conversation to have. But when you have friends, you have to be on equal footing, because if you are not on equal footing, somebody's going to feel taken advantage of. And it's not fair, but this is life, right? There's nothing wrong for wanting to benefit from your friend, but y'all got to benefit from each other. And I don't have to mean monetarily, because people think benefit means like something bad. I mean like love, inspiration. Like, y'all have to check each other, but y'all have to be on equal footing. She knew I would go above and beyond because I loved her. But that's just my nature. If I love you, I'm going to go above and beyond for you. But once I cut you off, like, you dead to me. Like, I'm not going to be no animosity, but I'm going to ignore you. You no longer exist in my atmosphere. And from that point on, she no longer exists in my atmosphere. I ignore her. I ignore her children. Like, don't call me auntie nothing. I don't know you. And I know that does not sound kind. But as a human being, that's just how I felt, and that's how my hurt manifested. A lot of times that's how my hurt still manifests. That's something I'm trying to control, and that's something I'm trying to deal with now. But that's how my hurt manifested. I felt I have to protect myself, and I'm gonna protect myself all the time. I'm gonna protect my. It may take a while for me to catch on that you're not good for me. But when I do, then we just done. We all the way done. I don't even want you to apologize, cause you got that. I'm gonna take this L, but don't even apologize to me. Because I don't even care. At this point, I don't care. And if you keep apologizing to be in my face, I'm going to get revenge and I'm going to hurt your feelings. So it's best that we just separate and ignore each other. But anyway, that's my story, y'all. That's my story of a terrible experience that I had in the church. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll have many, many more episodes of story times in a few days. What's today? So today is Thursday. I'll probably upload this tomorrow, Friday. So Sunday, you know what? Saturday night, I'm going to go and have another episode where I'm going to be reading a few chapters of Genesis, just so we can go, read along and get farther along in our reading portion of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I have an email. Once I remember what the email is, because I'm tired, I'll let you guys know. If you have any terrible or good experiences, or accomplishments or life journeys that you want to talk about, any testimonies that you want me to read on the podcast, send me something, I guess. Shoot me an email, or you can go on my Instagram page and shoot me a DM. It's the Word the Faith Podcast. But Facebook is the Word the Faith Podcast. You go on there and send me something. You know what? I do have an email. It's the Word the Faith. Yeah, I think my email is thewordthefaithgmail.com. That's absolutely it. So you can email me, you could DM me on Facebook, or you could DM me on Instagram. Either way, if you want to share anything, let me know. If you think there's anything I need to talk about within the church, within the church sect, within the spiritual sector, then let me know. But for now, with the story times, we're going to be talking about my life in the cult. For now, we'll go into some other churchy type stuff later. But I hope you guys have a good night. Be blessed. Remember to pray and stay prayed up. Staying prayed up is important. Be aware of your surrounding is important, because the spiritual warfare is real. All right, y'all. Bye. Be blessed.